If you're over 60, your energy is crashing, your bedroom performance isn't what it used to be, and you're starting to wonder if your best days are behind you, listen closely. What I'm about to share might surprise you, but it could change everything. 3 simple nuts, yes, ordinary nuts, could hold the secret to restoring your energy, reigniting your vitality, and bringing back the kind of blood flow and sexual performance you haven't felt in years. No pills. No powders. Just natural, real foods that work with your body to counteract the exact systems aging tries to slow down. I'm Dr. Moheit Cara. For over 30 years, I've helped men reclaim their strength, confidence, and masculinity. And let me be clear, aging doesn't mean giving up. It means getting smarter about how you fuel your body. Most men don't realize this, but these 3 nuts naturally support better circulation, firmer erections, and healthier hormone levels. All by working with your biology, not against it. In this video, I'll show you exactly how they work, why they're more effective when used together, the #1 mistake older men make that sabotages their results, and the simple daily routine that can help you feel like yourself again, fast. Before we begin, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss any future videos aimed at helping men over 60 feel stronger, more energized, and more confident every single day. And if you find this video helpful, type the #1 in the comments. If not, type 0. Your feedback helps me create content that truly supports your health and vitality. Now, let's dive in, starting with the first powerhouse nut no man over 60 should ignore. This one plays a vital role in boosting blood flow, improving circulation, and laying the groundwork for stronger, longer-lasting performance. Let's talk about the nut known as the circulation king. Nut #1. Walnuts, the circulation king. I'll never forget one of my patients, Tom, 68 years old, who came into my office looking defeated. "Doc," he said, "it's like my body just doesn't respond anymore. I want to be with my wife, but things just aren't working." I hear stories like this far more often than you'd think. And in Tom's case, like so many others, the problem wasn't desire, it was blood flow. That's why the first nut we need to talk about is the humble walnut. It may not look impressive, but walnuts are one of the most powerful foods you can eat to support healthy circulation. And when blood flow is compromised, everything else suffers: erections, energy, mental sharpness. It all begins and ends with circulation. Walnuts are rich in L-arginine, an amino acid that helps your body produce nitric oxide, the gas that relaxes your blood vessels and allows blood to flow more freely. When you're younger, your body produces plenty of nitric oxide. But after 60, levels drop fast. Walnuts help restore that natural process, keeping your blood vessels open, flexible, and responsive. They're also loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which reduce inflammation and support heart health, 2 critical factors for any man who wants to perform at his best. I've had patients tell me that after adding just a small handful of walnuts in the evening, their energy came back within weeks. They were waking up with better morning erections, felt more alert, and had more stamina throughout the day. It's not magic, it's biology. Once your body gets the right support, it knows exactly what to do. And the best part? Walnuts are easy to work into your day. No prescriptions, no side effects. Just a natural food your body knows how to use. So if you've been feeling sluggish, your erections aren't as firm, or your drive is running low, this one change might be the start of your turnaround. But walnuts are just one piece of the puzzle. Because the next nut doesn't just support blood flow, it directly enhances erection strength and staying power. And this one's backed by clinical research. If you're still with me and this is resonating, drop a #1 in the comments. I'd love to know this message is reaching the right men. Now let's move to the second powerful nut that could help restore your strength and confidence. Nut #2, pistachios, the erection booster. A few years back, I met Richard, a 72-year-old man in generally good health, but clearly frustrated. "Mentally, I'm there," he told me. "But physically, my body just isn't showing up." He had tried the pills, but they left him dizzy, flushed, and frankly, embarrassed. He wanted something natural. Something that worked with his body, not against it. That's when I introduced him to pistachios. Most people think of pistachios as just a snack. But few know they're one of the rare foods clinically proven to improve erectile function naturally. In a compelling study out of Turkey, men who added pistachios to their daily diet for just 3 weeks experienced noticeable improvements in erection firmness, duration, and sexual satisfaction, without medication, without gimmicks. Like walnuts, pistachios are rich in arginine, supporting nitric oxide production and better blood flow where it counts. But what makes pistachios truly unique is their powerful blend of antioxidants, healthy fats, and plant sterols, nutrients that support your blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and help lower bad cholesterol. And the result? Better performance, greater confidence, and less frustration. When Richard started eating a small handful of pistachios after lunch each day, he noticed results within 2 weeks. His morning erections returned, his desire increased, and best of all, he felt like his body was finally cooperating. "It's like something clicked," he told me. "Like my system turned back on." So if you've been feeling disconnected or anxious about performance, pistachios might be the simple, effective solution you've overlooked. They're affordable, easy to find, and surprisingly powerful. But what if I told you there's still one more nut? One that doesn't just help with circulation or erections, but actually supports your hormones from the inside out. This next nut could be a game changer for testosterone, energy, and even prostate health. Let's talk about it. Nut number 3, Brazil nuts, the hormone restorer. Now let me tell you about Gary. He was 66, sharp, active, and deeply in love with his wife. But he came to me saying, "I just don't feel like myself. My energy is off. I'm not as interested in sex. It's like my body's slowing down no matter how hard I fight it." He was doing everything right, walking daily, eating clean, but something was still out of sync. That's when I asked him about selenium. He looked puzzled. He'd never even heard of it. Enter Brazil nuts. These aren't your typical snack. Brazil nuts are one of the richest natural sources of selenium, a mineral essential for healthy testosterone levels, sperm production, and thyroid function. Low selenium can lead to fatigue, reduced sex drive, and even prostate issues. But just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can provide your full daily requirement. When Gary began including just 2 Brazil nuts with his breakfast each morning, within a few weeks, he felt the difference. His energy bounced back, his interest in sex returned, and he felt like himself again, balanced, vital, alive. That's the power of supporting your hormones from within. Brazil nuts are easy to incorporate, don't require any prep, and can deliver long-term benefits when used consistently. They may be the final piece in restoring not just performance, but your overall sense of vitality and masculinity. So there you have it. 3 powerful, natural foods, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, that can support your circulation, erections, and hormone health in ways that go far beyond what most men expect. If you're ready to feel more energized, more confident, and more like yourself again, start with these. Just a few nuts a day could make all the difference. And remember, if this helped you, drop a 1 in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a tip that could help you live stronger every day. Let's take back your vitality, naturally. Selenium is one of the most overlooked minerals in men's health. Just 1 or 2 Brazil nuts a day can significantly support testosterone production, improve sperm quality, and even protect the prostate. The catch: your body doesn't produce selenium on its own. It relies entirely on your diet. And as you age, your need for it becomes even more crucial. When Gary started eating just 1 Brazil nut each morning, the changes were subtle at first: improved mood, less brain fog, a renewed sense of drive. But by the end of that first month, something powerful had shifted. His libido was back. And it wasn't forced or artificial. It was natural, like his body had been waiting for permission to feel like a man again. The beauty of Brazil nuts lies in their simplicity. You don't need handfuls. In fact, too much selenium can do more harm than good. But 1 single nut a day acts like hormonal insurance. It keeps your testosterone supported, your energy stable, and your performance ready. So if you've been feeling like your spark is dimming, like you're constantly tired or just not interested anymore, this 1 nut might be the quiet reset your body's been waiting for. But now here's the real magic. What happens when you combine all 3 of these powerful foods, walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts, into a single, consistent daily routine? The answer may surprise you. Because it's not just about the nutrients, it's how they work together to supercharge their effects. Let's explore why this combination matters more than most men ever realize. If you're still watching and this is speaking to you, go ahead and type the number 1 in the comments, just so I know you're here, and this message is landing where it's needed. Point 4. Why these 3 nuts work better together. One thing I've learned in over 30 years of helping men is this: the body doesn't heal in isolation. It thrives through synergy, the right parts working together, not just individually. And that's exactly what happens when you bring walnuts, pistachios, and Brazil nuts into your daily routine. On their own, each one offers impressive benefits. But combined, they amplify one another, and your body can feel the difference. Let me tell you about Dan, 71. He'd tried each nut at different times over the years, pistachios for a while, then walnuts, but never with consistency. "Doc," he told me, "I've done all this stuff, but I don't feel any different." So I asked him to do one thing differently: stick with all 3, every day, for 21 days. The result? Dan came back and said, "I don't know what's happening, but I wake up with more energy. I feel lighter. And my wife says I'm more present." That word, present, stuck with me, because that's what this combination brings. Not just better erections or more stamina, but the feeling of being fully alive in your body again. Walnuts open the pathways, improving blood flow to your heart, brain, and below the belt. Pistachios build on that, enhancing erection quality and staying power. And Brazil nuts restore your hormonal balance from the inside out. It's a full-circle approach to the 3 most common challenges men face after 60: circulation, performance, and hormones. And here's the best part: it doesn't require a complete life overhaul. Just a 5-minute daily habit with powerful returns. But of course, even the best plan can be undone by one common mistake. A mistake I see far too often, and it can silently sabotage all your progress. Point 5. The number 1 mistake most men make. One of the hardest parts of my job isn't diagnosing issues. It's watching men slowly give up without realizing it. It doesn't happen all at once. It starts small: less energy, less drive, a few awkward moments in the bedroom. And instead of asking why, most men just shrug and say, "I guess this is what getting older looks like." That mindset is the real danger. It's not your body's decline that holds you back. It's what you stop doing in response. Waiting. Ignoring. Assuming nothing can change. That's what slowly steals your vitality, not age itself. I think of Bill, 69. Retired, witty, still sharp. But when he said, "I figured this was just my new normal," it hit me. Because I knew it wasn't. Bill didn't need to rewind the clock 30 years. He just needed a mindset shift. To start. So I told him, start the nuts. Start walking again. Start believing that your body still wants to work with you, not against you. And within weeks, that quiet resignation turned into a spark. He felt sharper, more alive, more connected to himself again. The real mistake isn't aging. It's assuming that aging means giving up. It doesn't, unless you let it. Stay curious. Take action. Give your body what it needs. And that brings us to the final step, the part that turns everything you've learned into a real, sustainable practice. Point 6. Your daily vitality routine. I've seen so many men get overwhelmed by health advice, supplements stacked on counters, half-read books, a flood of conflicting tips. And I always say the same thing: lasting change doesn't come from doing more. It comes from doing the right things, consistently. That's why this daily routine is simple, sustainable, and incredibly effective. No gym membership. No complicated meal plans. No handfuls of pills. Just 3 intentional choices, done daily, to give your body the fuel it needs to rebuild what age has tried to wear down. Here's what I recommend. Morning. Start with 1 Brazil nut. That's it. It's easy to remember and delivers a potent dose of selenium to support testosterone and protect the prostate. Keep a small jar in the bathroom. Take it right after brushing your teeth. Midday. Grab a handful of unsalted pistachios. Especially useful if you get that afternoon slump. They help regulate blood sugar, support blood flow, and enhance erection quality. Plus, they're a great snack. Evening, about an hour before bed, have a small handful of walnuts. They support overnight blood flow repair, reduce inflammation, and help prepare your body for deeper rest and recovery. That's it. 3 small steps, repeated daily. And I've seen these choices radically improve the lives of men who thought their best years were behind them. They regained energy, confidence, intimacy, not by doing more, but by doing the right things. But before we close, I want to leave you with something even more important. Point 7. Conclusion. If you've made it this far, let me speak to you not as a doctor, but as someone who's listened to hundreds of men just like you. Men who've worked hard, provided for others, loved deeply, and now find themselves wondering, what about me? Where did I go? Let me tell you, asking that question is not weakness. It means you still care. You still want to feel alive, desired, and strong. And the truth is, you can. You've just learned about 3 simple, natural tools. Walnuts, for stronger blood flow. Pistachios, for better erections and performance. Brazil nuts, for restoring hormone balance and protecting your prostate. Each one is powerful on its own. But together, they work in harmony, supporting your circulation, your strength, and your manhood. This isn't hype. It's biology. It's how the body functions when we stop ignoring it and start giving it what it truly needs. Consistency is the key. A Brazil nut in the morning. Pistachios at midday. Walnuts in the evening. These aren't just snacks. They're statements. They say, I'm not done. I still have more to give. Because the transformation isn't just physical. It's in how you carry yourself. More upright. More connected. More present with the people you love. I've seen it. I've watched the spark return. I've seen the smile, the posture, the intimacy come back. Not because of some miracle cure, but because a man decided he wasn't finished. So if something in today's message spoke to that quiet part of you, the part that's been waiting, then I invite you to start. Today. Start small. Stay consistent. Fuel your body. Reclaim your vitality. Remind yourself, and the world, that your best years didn't end. They're just beginning. You still have time. You still have power. And you still have a man worth fighting for. Let's keep him strong. If this video helped you, even in a small way, please take a moment to like it. It lets the platform know this message matters and helps other men find the support they